Good evening, Namaskar. Welcome back to my YouTube channel EcoVid Eyes of Economics. I Basant Kumar present here with the subtopic that of what is microeconomics and what is macroeconomics under the main topic economics, economy and the central problems in an economy. My dear students, I have already defined what is microeconomics and macroeconomics with examples. You can take reference of my previous videos. Today I will also repeat what is micro and macroeconomics. This is only meant for class 11 students as per the curriculum of CBSE and the state board. Those who are following NCERT textbooks, this video is useful for them also. Okay, let us come to the point. Microeconomics. What is microeconomics? Microeconomics is that branch of economics which deals with the problems at the level of individual household, individual firm, and individual production unit and individual level. That means whatever economic activities are being taken care of by individual level, that comes under microeconomics. At that time, macroeconomics is that branch of economics which deals with the problems at the level of economy as a whole. Economy as a whole, this is aggregate demand, aggregate supply. And microeconomics, theory of price, theory of producer behavior, theory of consumer behavior, like this. Then what are the vital components of microeconomics? I have already just told. That is theory of consumer behavior. What does it mean? The consumer behaves in response to available resources with him. He purchases or she purchases the goods and services from the market in accordance with the availability of resources in terms of money may be. So the behavior of consumer varies from time to time and varies from wants to wants or commodities to commodities or services to services in accordance with the availability of resources. It may be in terms of money. And consumer always aims at maximization of satisfaction, how to derive maximum satisfaction from limited resources. Then another vital component is theory of producer behavior. Who are the producers? Those who produces goods and services by value-adding method for generating more profit. So the producer aims at maximization of profit, of course. So the producer aims at maximization of profit. Then the producer behaves in response to the amount of investment and expectation of profit. If the profit is more, then investment will be made by the producer more and more. So this is the glance of theory of producer, how it comes under microeconomics. Then theory of price, that is distribution of income among all the factors of production. As I told you, what are the factors of production? Land, labor, capital and entrepreneurship or organization. Their rewards are distributed, I have already told you, in form of rent for land, okay, interest for capital, wages or salary for labor, and entrepreneurs or producer makes profit out of his total investment and efforts by combining all these three factors in production. So theory of price fixation in always being done in accordance with the distribution of income among all the factors of production. Then macroeconomics, the central issue of macroeconomics relate to the overall level of employment, growth rate of national output, the general price level, and stability of the economy. That means employment, growth, increase in GDP, inflation, deflation, and the stabilization of the economy, which relates to budget. So all these things are coming under macroeconomics. Macroeconomics is that branch of economics which deals with the problem economy as a whole. And aggregate demand and aggregate supply, the sum total of all the supply over a period of time and sum total of all the individual demand or market demand over a period of time is known as aggregate demand. Aggregate demand is equal to, I have already discussed and shared with you, C plus I plus G plus X minus N. Consumption expenditure, investment expenditure, government consumption expenditure, export minus import. So that is aggregate demand. So aggregate demand is a suitable example for macroeconomics. Then what are the vital components of macroeconomics? Let us discuss. Theory related to equilibrium level of output and employment. Theory related to inflationary and deflationary gap in the economy. Theory of multiplier, fiscal and monetary policy, money supply and credit creation, government budget, exchange rate, and balance of payment. What do we mean by balance of payment? BOP, balance of payment, right? So that all these components are very, very vital in macroeconomics. Theory of law of output and employment. Employment, you know, I will discuss later on what is employment and types of employment and how all these are working in an economy as a whole. So now let us discuss microeconomics and macroeconomics, the difference. You understood the concept of micro and macroeconomics with their vital components and examples. So let us discuss the difference between microeconomics and macroeconomics. Microeconomics studies economic relationship or economic problems at the level of an individual farm, an individual household, or an individual consumer. At the same time, macroeconomics studies economic relationships or economic problems at the level of the economic as a whole. Then number point 2 difference. Microeconomics is basically concerned with the determination of output and price for an individual farm or industry. It deals with the output and price. Macroeconomics basically concerned with the determination of aggregate output and general price level in the country as a whole. Difference: output and price, aggregate of output and general price level. Macroeconomics. Study of macroeconomics assumes that macro variables are remain constant. When we are studying microeconomics, macro variables are constant. That is, it is assumed that aggregate output is given while we are studying determination of output and price of an individual firm or industry. At the same time, study of macroeconomics assumes that micro variables remain constant. That is, assumed that distribution of income remains constant when we are studying the level of output of an economy. So this is all about micro and macroeconomics concept, my dear students. So in the next video, we are going to discuss about the economy and its central problem. You will get questions from this particular chapter of 4 marks. And very, very important is central problems and economy. What are the central problems? Arise in almost all the economies in and around the world. So let us discuss in the next video. I hope that and feel that you must like this video and it is helpful for your study. If it is so, then please do not forget to like, share, comment and subscribe those who are new for my channel. And be connected with me and just follow the link and videos for further development in your career in economics. And I am teaching now for class 11th economics. Microeconomics is going on. Then later on, all other parts of economics will be discussed. For further details, if you want to communicate with me through mobile phone, please note down my number 9546489048. I repeat, 9546489048. Thank you. Thank you for being with me. Have a good day ahead. Good night. Namaskar. Jai Hind.